Dr. Gedrimine from University of St. Joseph. I'm very pleased that you have transportation on your list of things, and it's one of the goals on your strategic plan. My question is, what specifically is going to be done relating to railroad-based transportation improvement, as well as our Bradley Airport to become more internationally used, to make state of Connecticut to be international friendly for business, academic connections, and many things else that we can do in the future?
Sure. Bradley, we are seeing slow but steady progress being made out there. The number of passengers have increased. The shipping of goods is increasing. Where we and routes have been. I mean, JetBlue has played an amazing role in enlarging the number of routes that they're serving. We worked with one airline that was very happy. You know, this flight to California, the direct flight that we experimented with, and we're going to have a new one, but the one we had was about 85% full, which under normal circumstances is a pretty good number. But what they didn't feel they could do was be as price competitive. They couldn't raise their prices, they felt, and get more money for those flights because of how many more flights were running out of places like Logan or the airports in New York. They were a normal cost carrier. I think we'll have a lower cost carrier, and I think it will be successful. And we are continuing to have discussions with European routes to try to make that connection. So we're going to continue that. I think the transportation issue in Connecticut is that people have been reluctant to really spell out in sufficient detail what we need to do over the next 20 years. To make substantial headway on this issue. Quite frankly, I've been reluctant to some extent. You know, you get involved in a whole bunch of other issues, and you say, how many more issues are we going to throw on the fire when I was already unpopular? So I think we're going to have a more detailed discussion in the coming months about what a modern transportation investment policy would look like in Connecticut. But if you want in broad terms, you know, we have highway systems that are 2 lanes that should be wider. We have bridges that need to be rapidly replaced. We were very successful this year in introducing new construction methods in Connecticut. We replaced 2 bridges built on site and then lifted into place. And both of those bridges were lifted into place over a weekend where we actually finished both jobs sooner than we had even estimated. In one case, 18 hours sooner. So, you know, we're learning new tricks, but we have to spell it out, and people have to make some hard decisions about whether they honestly want to make those investments or they just want to continue to complain about them. You know, and I think we should address some of this. So we'll have those discussions.